People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Jamaica Dancehall Source, your source for dancehall and our entertainment and news. Now people, I have said it on several occasions. Jamaica is one of the biggest cocoa hubs, cocoa places in the whole entire world because of its location. Jamaica to Haiti to Bahamas to Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. It is strategically placed for all sorts of hustling. Now people, this is based on a recent breaking news. It is said that there was a big $75 million cocoa bust in Western Jamaica. It is also said that there was $5 million in cash. Cold-hearted greenback, the big face, the blue face, all of the relevant denominations, notes. Now people, if you never believed before, this would tell you that this is a very big operation. This would tell you that this involves the cartel, not Vibes cartel, the Colombian, Mexican, South American, and also Jamaican. So therefore, it comes into Jamaica, it goes out all over the world, all over the globe. And it is coincidental that I spoke about a big BUSTS that accord that will be coming up on my channel very, very soon, either through Jamaica Buzz, Jamaica Dancehall Source. Some people don't know the specifics of what led to it. However, here are some videos, here are some pictures for your viewing pleasure. When we see stuff like this, it is no wonder that crime is so high. It is no wonder that all type of machinery, and not just the Benz, the BMW, the Lamborghini, the Porsche, all of the top cars, may I talk about European whip, are here. I am also speaking about the Tool, the Tarlop, the 9, the 4/5, you name it. Everything including the shoes and the lace, it there in abundance. However people, truth be told, most of these persons that you see that are involved in this big money hustle, they are usually smarter than the average. They are less violent. Not to say that they don't have the necessary equipment to defend them turf, defend them money, defend them cocoa. But me just as say, they usually try to fly stealth. However people, with all the big BUSTS that we see going on, we know say somebody attack, and we are speaking about the domino effect. We are speaking about the trickle-down effect. Sooner or later, they are going to get the head of the snake. And people, if this is not one of the heads of the snake, I don't want to know who is or where the bigger amount of money are cocoa there. Because people, this is big things popping without a shadow of a doubt. Now people, when we see stuff like this, and we see that the Jamaica Popo, JCF, maybe joint military, JDF, JCF were involved, I only hope that the feds were also involved. I only hope that persons that are not corrupt, persons that are not criminal minded in the JCF, people now when are red eye licky. And people like me say, this is a whole lot of money. This is beaucoup cash. This is beaucoup cocoa. So people, I want you to kindly make a comment in the comment section. How much out of that $5 million that they seize do you think is going to end up in the actual courts? And did you or do you believe that it was actually more than $5 million that was there. However, 5 million was accounted for. And do you think that there was more than $75 million worth of cocoa? People, let me know what you think in the comment section. Now people, I am not a criminal. I am not a smuggler. I am not a scammer. I would consider myself to be a fair person. However, if you ask the average Jamaican or the average Popo, if you should go in the mind of the average Popo in a Jamaica and ask him, what would you do given an opportunity like that? If you was there, would you keep your hands to yourself? Or would you take up a few stacks and rocks and bricks and master them off in a some disclosed area, meaning your pocket, in your trunk, under where the tire there, the spare tire? People, let me know what you think. Now people, like I said, I was not there. However, in my estimation, when I psychoanalyze these Popo in Jamaica, even if the feds did it, me know said the feds have to lick off them and take your hand off of that. Hey, get back, step back. Me know said the feds have to make some sorts of command like that, because people, this is what you call rubbing butter palm, puss, nose, or mouth. And people, I am going to explain for those of you that did not grow with your granny, some of you young ones. What that means is that you cannot tease a puss, a thief. You cannot tease a person that is overworked and underpaid. You cannot tease a person that is poor and maybe would never see that amount of money in their lifetime, to go to a place like that and see that amount of cash. People, this is baptism under FIRE. The average Popo have never seen this. The average Popo will never see this. The average Popo might go out of character if they were there and see this amount of cash. They would be tempted to touch, just like Barry said, tempted to thief, tempted to take away something, tempted to save themselves or save broke out of brokenness. So people, this is what I would expect in my estimation. A whole lot of beds are going to be lined with a whole bunch of cash. A whole bunch of Popo are going to be stepping on up like George and Wheezy. A whole bunch of car dealers will be getting a boom in sales, the sales of motor vehicle, high-end motor vehicle, very soon. So people, like them say, one person's gain is a next person's heartache. Can you imagine how these people feel? I am speaking about the persons that lose this 5 million. Can you imagine how them feel when them see the feds, if they were actually arrested? When the feds come for them and them realize a couple of hours ago I was a millionaire in a real life. I don't talk about no Jamaican millionaire. I talk about US millionaire, because that is the standard. And then now I am looking at a couple of decades. I am looking at some sort of possibly transnational drug smuggling ring, that I am going to be a part of this conspiracy. So one day it was feast and famine. The next day it is stress and dismay. The next thing me know, me there in a jail, get extradited overseas, get a couple of decades, lose everything, gone back behind the 8 ball, back to square one, or from whence I came, or further back than from whence I came. Me I talk about gone back to brokenness. Not even freedom I have. So people, the moral of the story is this once again. Why gain the world only to lose your soul? Why have it all in abundance? One day feast, the next day famine, the next day despair, the next day stress out. People, this is good for Jamaica on a whole. This is a good light for the JCF and the Narcotics Division of Jamaica. However, it is only going to show up how really fair, how really not corrupt these popo are. And this only shows that Jamaica is what everybody thinks are people with common sense. This is one of the big drugs hub in the whole entire world. Not the biggest, however, it is up there and it is getting worse. And people, the reason for this is that corrupted customs, corrupted officials, border patrol. So therefore, Jamaica is like a big PUSSY waiting to be FUCKED because of its porous border, because of everybody have them hand out, everybody licky, everybody a thief, everybody corrupt, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.